been to a strip club and talked to the girls. But you know what? I have talked to some girls in the on the streets, and they be smart. They're smart. They're street smart in a way that normal people don't even understand the way to shuck and jive and shuck and move. The ability to hone your feminine power is a power that a man can absolutely never understand. That is a power that some women never even tap into to even reap a benefit of what they can simply do just by using their eyes. Just because she was sexy and because men wanted to be with her, and maybe she entertained a couple men because why not? Because let me take this thing a little further, see how much I can get, whatever the kind of the situation is, does not mean that she wasn't capable of having very thoughtful, fruitful, insightful conversations. Doesn't mean at the same time too that she couldn't have been used as whatever, you know what I'm saying? You just never fucking know. So there's the Maryland story where they talk to the actual people, like the doctor that she saw and how she got involved with the family and the things and the things and the things and the things. If you look at the timeline and everything, it kind of like, it was, everything was kind of intentional. What was going on in the world, what was going on in wherever Jimmy Kennedy was the mayor or something like that. All these things was going on. And Maryland was like in the middle of that. You know what I mean? She was amongst the things. So to quiet somebody who was being watched, and people always had their eyes on her. And if Marilyn would have got onto a microphone and just said a piece of the things that would spark thought, that would have shifted the course of history from that very moment. And then things get ambiguous because John F. Kennedy dies, and the things and the things and the things and the things, you know, and the things, and even that guy, I don't know, the guy that mobster that went missing when he left the club and never seen again and things like that. His involvement with the kid, you know, like all those things. You know what I mean? Like it's never just like I told you guys. My dad said, you know, celebrities, because I've been theorizing. Conscious theories is, I think, is what I kind of dubbed the phrase the other day. Conscious theorizing. You know, well, why did this person die? What's the number? What's the birthday? You know, what's happening after? My dad's like, you know, celebrities die, they're people too. Yeah, but maybe like the lady that died, I Will Survive, died. I still don't, you know, I think everybody dies because nobody just lives, and they all live in a setting, and it's not even the drugs. You know how many people y'all know been smoking and drinking and drugging? 70, 80. So it's not just drugs that wear them down so bad, and maybe at that level, with the speed and things like that, I just don't know a little bit on that because people be on the streets 60, 70, 80. You know, and it's never, oh, they lived a long, beautiful life. Like that's what Wendy said about her mother, who was like 78. She was actually 83. I need some order, a little rhyme and a little reason. People just don't die. Yeah, she was 83. Wendy said that she died peacefully, within no pain, thankfully, you know, whatever, in her sleep or something like that, in her bed or some shit like that. Like that should be the story for a lot of people. That's exactly how Michael Jackson should have died. But when you think about it, people either live too long, or they die real young. I think Michael Jackson died 49, I don't think, or he just died when he was 50, or he was just turning 49, June 25th or something like that. And, you know, like there was no reason Michael Jackson, with the doctor sitting by his bed, no, Dr. Conrad Murray, in my belief, is a fall guy. Like I said, Jackson was acquiring his masters, and Sony didn't like that, and he was going to then bring all that money into his estate. They shut that down. Now everybody's buying masters. And Beyonce wants ownership in companies that want to deal with her. Taylor Swift reshot her shit. Now she's selling out things. The Weeknd sold out his Ticketmaster sales too. Like, I don't understand that too. But whatever. When The Weeknd was with Angie, and I love Angie, and that's the thing. I'm biased. I'm Gemini, so I can be biased. I love Angie, but of course she's a part of the things. When The Weeknd was linked with Angelina Jolie, it's like, okay, so what exactly is going on here? Like when Madonna kisses these people and gets it like this, like things like it's not a natural progression of actions in a human experience, in my opinion. So when it comes to people needing to be taken out, sure, drugs, because people can relate to drugs. Like I said, we all know somebody who does drugs, involved drugs. Hit the bottle, hit the pill, hit the thing. We all know somebody like that. Oh, because that's just like my uncle so and so. That's just like my aunt so and so. That's just like my cousin. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. Sympathy. Oh my God, so sympathetic. Oh, sympathy. Oh, let me buy these Let me stream these songs. Let me buy these things. Let me go out and do these things. I don't know what they're going to do with Winnie, because Winnie doesn't have any tangible items. It's not like you can go out, took her shit off of YouTube. They'll probably do some like a collector's something, like when Oprah left, I bought one. When I bought it for my mother, but it was for me. When Oprah left her show, she did that magazine. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. But there's no reason that Michael shouldn't still be alive. There's no reason Whoopi should still be, not Whoopi, God forbid. There's no reason Whitney shouldn't still be alive. There's no reason Amy Winehouse and Jimi Hendrix and all that. There's no reason they shouldn't still be alive. But it was who they are. No reason Left Eye shouldn't still be alive. No reason. No reason. I just find it hard to believe her go down to Honduras to get herself all centered in chi and everything like that. Now she's speeding through some back roads in a Jeep by herself like that. Like that doesn't make sense. I could be wrong, but I don't. It just don't make sense. So I'm just reading your comments. I was running my mouth. Tahiri Tibet. Hey, honey. You said, I think I answered that. Do you believe Marilyn in her life? I love Blondie. I didn't even watch it because I heard a couple things. First of all, after seeing that first one, I don't know. I think it was on Netflix. I was like, okay, this is everything I need. A couple from what I've seen before, gather my own opinions, and then I seen that, and that kind of put things together. I was like, okay, this is what Marilyn. And that's the thing. It's like one thing might not tell you everything you need to know, and I learned that when it's a movie called The Report, and it's about 9/11, I believe, and the redacted reports, because everything led up to the moment or whatever, and so they gathered a lot of information, but redacted the 95% of the information. That's why it's called The Report. And you say you watch that, coupled with Zero Dark 30, coupled with maybe you caught some news clips, and together, if you have the ability, you can make the things make sense, because obviously we're going to omit some things, like when I watched the thing about the Unabomber. I'm sure they omitted the base of the story is, yes, this was his experience. But I'm sure you omitted some of the things that really, besides you painting him out to be crazy like they did in Blondie, or Blonde with Marilyn Monroe, she's such a slut, she couldn't possibly be. She's such a slut, she's a this, that sort of thing. With the Unabomber, oh, he's so crazy living by himself and the thing, he couldn't possibly be. Discredit, 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 discredit. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West. Discredit, 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 discredit. Mike Tyson. Discredit, 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 discredit. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Den Lamb, hey, welcome. I don't know if you're still here. I was running in my mouth. Jimmy Hoffa, free indeed. Exactly right. Oh, Marilyn was a highly intelligent player to her persona, period. Tahiri Tibet, you done came on in. Welcome, my love. Like so many 27. 27, 33, 44. I think he is in his early 50s. What do you think of Beyonce and the whole satanic imagery in her? It's not the new album cycle. I would remember trying to watch Black is King, and my ex, he fell asleep, and I was just watching it like, first of all, the imagery, you know, the Beyonce experience, you know, she sucks you in the early days, and it's like, well, girl, I got to watch the next one. Yeah, I got to see what's happening, you know what I mean? So I was trying to watch the Black experience, and besides, I do love the songs on there, but like, I didn't need that imagery. Like, we're evoking, we are summoning, we are, and it's not, because Lovecraft Country taught me, yes, the movie, it's a book. Lovecraft Country taught me that magic is not always evil. Spirituality is something that we should tap into more. We all didn't practice the same religion, coming from our original birthplaces and things, you know what I'm saying, things like that. The societal structure and organized religion and things like that, that distorted spirituality, the very spirituality that the entertainment industry is based on, numerology and astrology and, you know what I'm saying, things like that, hand symbols and signals. And Beyonce lives at 444 whatever her street is. You remember how long it took them to find the house? The 444, her birthday September 4th, Jay-Z birthday December 4th, they get married August 4th, 2008. There's not a coincidence. We don't love 4 so much that I only met a man whose birthday on the 4th and we get married just in time to be married in 2008. It's not a fucking coincidence. And that's Beyonce. That's the thing about, that's why I say the realization I kind of came to, that it wasn't so much Aaliyah being sacrificed for Beyonce, because ultimately Beyonce being pushed the way that she was, she would have made room for herself. I think she was just sacrificed to open up the space. First of all, give us even the taste for anything like that, which she did. But like, you compare it to somebody, it's more like a Rihanna, a Sierra type thing. But her being gone, who I think was ultimately killed because she was ready to blow the whistle on things. She was ready to be situated in a relationship with R. Kelly, which would have blown the whistle off of things. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, she was, you know, that sort of, you know, that sort of thing. And through that, we get Beyonce, who was long since destined to be this person. I mean, that's just, her family is history. Most people's will be, like in my other video, everybody is fucking related. Beyonce's family is a part of American history. There's no way that their money and their influence and their decisions that they made to populate lands and fund this and do that will leave just Beyonce in the wayside, or Solange primarily, who really kind of keeps things in order, in my opinion. But to be this beacon of, I'm coming up with this now, to be this beacon of oh, what's the word? Fuck, I'm coming up with it now. To be this beacon of entertainment satisfaction, and what did I say when you're out there buying things? Not communism, Jesus. Commercialism, you know, that sort of thing, to do those things, you know? Like I said, Isabel Marant. I don't know, Beyonce probably did a lot of things. Not so many things, and that's the thing too about the control of the brand. Like Tina, they weren't outsourcing, nobody was coming in. There was Tina, she was making the shit, she was putting the shit together, so there's nobody that could be involved. No brand can say, Destiny's, we got Destiny Child, maybe some shoes, Brian Atwood's, Jimmy Choo's, maybe whatever, thing like that, who are long brands. But no brand could say, you know, the Destiny's Child, no, that was all in-house. You know, to not affect, to solidify a homegrown aesthetic and things like that, which Beyonce does a lot. It's a homegrown experience. But to then push her to here, who really doesn't put, you know, too much on, and people vie for that. Like I said, we could get the clothes is kind of basic, but you never know who the fuck they are. The hair, you never know where the fuck it comes from, and the jewelry will never be able to get. But the Isabel Marant shoes, people ate them the fuck up. I wanted some. In a Birkin bag or a Telfar bag and things like that. These tangible items that people can get, like Beyonce, they go in and immediately they get it. Although I never seen anybody in any Ivy Park clothes, but obviously they buying it. Thank you so much, Brian. Um, so that's the, that's the intention behind Beyonce, and that's that Creole, that's that, yeah, that's that's the things, and there's no denying that. Solange has a house. She lives in Louisiana, and it's not because of the humidity, you know. In the Illuminati, as in my development of that sector of entertainment, because I've been down the rabbit hole. I started the rabbit hole long, long ago, and I remember in one of the videos, I wonder if that guy is on TikTok. He got to be. I don't know. Lord knows if he's still alive. Who knows? And there was a numerology guy too, Josh something. And I don't know if he was still alive too, because he used to say about, my home, and they found my house, the last one I had to move. I don't, whatever. I don't know. Everything could be a ploy. Everything's a something. But like I said, we're in the age of information. But Illuminati, it essentially, that's the title they give us, and that's the title Beyonce and they will sing about. But without a doubt, there's a brotherhood. Without a doubt, there's a sisterhood. Without a doubt, there's an organization. What you want to call it could be Illuminati, could be the CIA, could be the Umdaleh, could be the Ovashay. Who knows what you want to call it? But there is an organization of people that control and determine. Period. And they need people like the Beyoncés and the Jay-Z's and the Cardi B's for a spell and the things like that to really push the things, because they want to control us. We're getting puppeteered and things like this. Yeah, you're relevant. Hold on, you guys, I done drank this water. Let me use the bathroom. Can I use the bathroom real quick? Can I just use the bathroom real quick? I'm almost there. Almost there. People down here from everywhere. And I'm almost there. Trials and tribulations had my share. Look out, workers, I'm coming through. To Dr. CB, Insight. Absolutely, every movie and story has this angle. And I went even if you don't believe we respect about that. Yep. What are your thoughts on the whitewashing of the girl? And not for nothing, I don't have nothing against light people. The women in my family is light skinned, okay? But when they brought Deb on, I said, okay, we didn't lost it. So that was that then. But white people will eat that up and they feel like they're a part of culture. The significance of 4, and that's the thing about numerology. Like I keep saying, and 10 has been going on a lot. 10, 5, every number means something. That's numerology. It's not just one number. But like this year, 25th year of, this is the 25th year, the 25th anniversary of Princess Diana dying. The Queen died this year. I don't think there's any coincidence. That's a silver jubilee, or the silver 25th year is like the silver thing, and Beyonce's and all this disco silver shit. It's just like things like that. 4 is actually I have that written down, Lord. If you want to give me a second, because who had a lot of 4s around him too. LeBron James. Give me a second. Give me a second. I think it's right here. 4, hard work, discipline, responsibility. A heads down approach to life and work lends stability to a person, more conservative advancement rather than progressive, sticks to tried and true instead of new methods. Wise and rational energy, sense of security and consistency, sees things black and white, not gray, leads with head, not heart, to build a life of service and contentment. The number 4. I think this becomes good. Did I say August 8th? No, it was May 4th, 2008. It was 448. Um, the Four Horsemen Energy. For her album. This is 4. It's all darkness. Especially this fashion thing is really dark because these fashion houses have been around for decades, centuries. Some of them, and you don't have that type of longevity without what, you guys, playing the game or becoming the people and they're all owned by the people who are in the brotherhood and the sisterhood that make the decisions and say the things. Who's thinking? Bert, are you still here? Thank you, dear. Let me see, because I saw something too on TikTok. Look out, world, because I'm coming through. Those was cat paw brands, too cute. Ivy Park flop, but she gonna keep putting them pictures out because she got the money to put in. It's gonna be funneled through something. It's gonna be funneled by something. Look up Lloyd Strayhorn. I don't know much, but he is an expert in all things. Lloyd Strayhorn. That's the website. He is a famous numerologist. Ever since check his website. Listen, that numerology. I mean, listen, that numerology get you going, and you be like, and that's my sister look at me crazy, and I'd be like, girl. They died on the 4th, and the year to this, and the thing, and the this, and the this, and the this, and the this, and this would happen on the 4, and this was on the 3, and this was in the 7, and they was wearing purple here, and they had their hands like this there, and if you like I said, it's like, Kanye, if you don't get who Kanye is talking about, then you don't understand the context of what he's even saying. And if when you watch the news and it's talking about some type of not sacrifice. When you watch the news and it's some type of killing or some type of murder and everybody's in a purple and the tone is purple and they're wearing purple, she got a purple dress on, he has on a purple tie, and they're holding their hands in a diamond thing or things like that. Like those types of things. Because I've always thought, like, I've never been in a conversation and threw this up. You know what I mean? Like that. It was never like the natural thing. And I mean, it's never like, oh yeah, I was going down there, like, you're like, nah. And I get some people have that type of, those mannerisms and things like that, but not in industry, or even too, every time somebody gets famous, Cardi B was very obvious of that. But everybody does it. Black and white checker floors and the one eye symbolism. Every single celebrity has a one eye symbolism picture. Every single celebrity has a video or something, or some type of picture or something on a black and white checker floor. Now, black and white checker floors are nice, clean, sure. But I don't want no black and white checker floor around me like that, So now here we go too, because somebody said on TikTok, they did say it on TikTok, they said it on my page, in my comments, they were meeting to take down the Kardashians. And I really wish people, first of all, I just wish people was in the live so they could open up their eyes. But there's this picture. It's on here. Hold on, y'all. Effects. I'm gonna do the thing. Hold on, you guys. Oh, hey, I still look all right. I'd be scared. I'd be remember this picture? Oh, you're not even gonna see the whole damn picture. What a stupid thing. Bear with me, Saints. Yeah. Let me try it again. Effects. Here. Yes. Do y'all remember this picture? The people are together, okay? Back when he was with Cassie, this was what, 2008? No, 2012? Let me get it right. Let me get the number right. Let me get the number right. They was together for 11 years. Just get. I don't want to click on nothing. Towards the end of 2018. So this is what, before 2018, in 2018, probably prior to 2018, 2017. Whenever Alicia Keys said, I'm not wearing makeup no more, and things like that, back when Kanye and him was all friends, this looked like Miss Carter World Tour. The hair. But do y'all remember this? Now somebody said it looked like Kim and Kanye looking at Beyonce like, oh my God, we can't. Well, Kim looking at Beyonce like, oh my God, we can't believe. And Kanye like, I'm around all the people that make me feel validated. And Beyonce looking at Jay-Z like, you know I'm ready to go, right? But it's just like, you don't, first of all, we don't know. But what we can do is observe and take notice. And things like this happen. If they're doing this like this in front of us, imagine who else is at a dinner with them when there aren't cameras around. Kim don't like Beyonce don't like Kim. I said this too. Listen, if we're gonna go home and sit and have a conversation with somebody, it's gonna be Kim Kardashian before I have a conversation with Beyonce. Like y'all know I like Beyonce. I don't know. Y'all know I say what I feel. That's what y'all know for sure. I have no problems with Beyonce. But if we're gonna come to have a fruitful conversation, it's gonna be with Kim before I sit and talk, because Kim gonna tell me everything that Tina, and I got my mamas mixed up. Kim gonna tell me everything she learned from Chris. She gonna tell me everything she learned from, in my mind, in a perfect world, in a perfect dinner. What she learned from Rob, she gonna tell me what she learned from these men. It's things that she has a lot more to offer a conversation. That part. Secondly, is no shortage of work on either side. While Beyonce does quarterly events, and I'm sure she does a lot of late nights, recording and things like that, Kim puts in effort every day. Every day. Kim Kardashian is out here doing something, shaking something, making something, moving something, doing the things that have solidified her in history as the woman that she is. So there's no shortage of that. And if people put her up on this, Beyonce up on this pedestal, I mean, rightfully so, in the sense of the control and the influence that she has had on us since Destiny's Child days. But to think that she has the ability to sit and look down on Kim because she sings and Kim don't sing. Child, they the same guy, make the same damn money. They got the same damn money. Netflix, it's called Inside Job. And Netflix too is the master manipulator right now. So when they do drop things like that, you have to take notes, but people will overlook it. Most people, when you talk about what to watch on Netflix, they won't say this thing, Inside Job. They not when they talk about Don't Look Up, people laugh at that movie, dismiss that movie. Don't Look Up is a documentary, okay? And there's no other way to look at it. They put in all these heavy hitters, everybody bound by contracts through companies and Netflix to put the Jennifer Lawrence and the Meryl Streeps and the Leonardo DiCaprios and the things like that. The big people that make a lot of money in the movie. They done put all these motherfuckers in the movie. Now you're not telling me you had enough money. What you call it? The Devil Wears Prada didn't even have enough money to send Meryl Streep to Paris. They shot her in a green screen. So you're not telling me that you had enough money, Netflix, which they probably do, but you're not telling me you had enough money to put Meryl Streep, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, and the other people that, because I'm just naming 3, it's at least 10 heavy hitters in that movie. You got money to pay all of them. Oh, okay. Hey, Michelle. People down here from everywhere. I hope work was kind. We still trying to organize this trip, this turnaround trip to turn some heads around. So far as a good thing, then I see 11's a lot. 4 years of release. Centuries. Hidden in plain sight. Butterfly over their mouth as well. Butterflies, period. The monarch butterfly, period. That's the control. That's the MK Ultra. Bobby Christina? Who was that Bobby Christina? What you mean? Who was behind Jay-Z? The industry, the drug game, that sort of thing. Fear of not going back to that. He's a willing participant. He's just a willing participant. And it's like, people have talent. People are fucking talented. The more talented, the better. And it's like the offering. Do you want to take a $10,000 dinner with Jay-Z? Because what you're going to learn from Jay-Z is the same thing you can learn from somebody else. And they probably not even going to charge you for free. They might end up paying for dinner. Yes, you too, Miss Fandy. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. Oh. It was Scott Storch and his wife. Like, who's behind this? The industry. That is Scott Storch is the industry. But, I mean, the people like you're looking at Scott Storch. Even like Jermaine Dupri got in the industry. He was 11 years old. The Scott Storch, you have to look up, you have to look into, those types of details. But the people have been around, especially like people, and then Diddy's at that table as well, like the people have been around. Diddy was around a lot of people coming up, young people. When he was young, the old heads that were already in the industry were really trying to iron out what the path of entertainment and hip hop, essentially, moreover, was going to be. It was Diddy and Cassie. I don't know what. I think her name is Rebecca. I don't know what her name is. Scott Storch. Let me tell you what his wife's name is. Nope, I'm lying. Not Scott Storch. His name is because Scott Storch is white. His name is Scott? Fuck. I think it's Scott. Scott Storch is white. Even him, though, he's white, a black presenting. Fuck. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kim Kardashian, Diddy at dinner.
These pictures should match.
I know, girl. Rick, Kim, Drake, Steve Stout. I knew it was Scott. I knew it was something. That was Steve Stout. Now y'all know Steve Stout now. Steve Stout and his wife. Steve Stout's wife.
These pictures should match.
Her name is Lauren Branch. They got married in 2015. 2015 is the year that Wendy's son got hooked on the drugs. That's how I'll be tying the numbers. We're like, yes, another ding, another ding. Y'all know how I be. So that's how it was. I mean, everybody else. It was Alicia and Swiss, B and J. I don't think it's no coincidence too that they got these letters as names. Either way, B and J, Steve Stout and Lauren, Kim and Kanye. Oh, you never heard of Steve Stout? Kim and Kanye. Steve Stout only 52. And then Puffy and Cassie. And Cassie just been winning ever since she left the man. So imagine the amount of secrets she had to hold to have such success. Oh, this is on Lauren's page as well. Like Puffy and Steve Stout. Steve Stout is an American businessman and record executive. Stout is the founder and CEO of The Translation, a marketing agency, and the author of The Tanning of America, how hip-hop created a culture that rewrote the rules of the new economy. He's white, black presenting. He's the CEO of United Masters and Three Will Records. Third World War. He went to Syracuse University. Which I went to Syracuse University too. Y'all's president. See, things like this send me down the hole. And I just don't have time. I'm trying to figure out what I probably have some wings. I thought some wings real quick. I don't know if I want to. I'm going to have to fry them. I might bake them. I don't know what I want to do. But that's what that is. So the people be together, the things be going on. And before you can even get good on a thing, they get the cycling somebody else through the rotation. That's what I was thinking about. How could Saweetie sit and think she could drop an album and everybody is loving on Gloria? She not getting the same sympathy as Cardi B and Takeoff is. She wasn't with the man. They had and even Quavo himself. She wasn't. She not getting no sympathy from that. She had to disassociate herself from that situation. And all these older people just keep dying. Some black guy just died. I mean, so many people have gone this year. And next year, I am committed. I really need to get some interns. I am committed. Yeah, Glorilla. Glorilla. I don't know, because I say Gloria. She's Spanish. And I think her mother's name is like Gloria. Her grandmother's name is Gloria. So if you say it Spanishly, it is Gloria. But Glorilla, whatever. But and I always thought about that too. These women in rap are not black. Everybody except for maybe Eve is not black. Like African American. Eve Jihan. She from Philly, but Jihan, that's not Arabic, no? Well, her name is Gloria. Hallelujah. So stupid. Praise the Lord. And that takes me to Izzy. Oh, Kenny, we be here hanging out. I would say the people have taken me to the supermarket, the pharmacy line. I done been at the gym, um, driving in the car. Um, Jihan. Yeah, Arabic. The name Jihan is primarily a gender neutral name of Arabic origin that means the universe. That's Eve's last name. So Eve Arabic, right? So I don't know no black rappers. Y'all know a black rapper? Remy. She probably Cuban. They said she American. Remy probably Cuban. Dominican. Discovered by Big Pun. Trina. Cuban. Dominican. We be all night. Y'all tell me I'm wrong. I'm on Remy probably Cuban, Dominican. They both Dominican. Let me look at what the daddy's name is. What your daddy name is? The Brat. Okay, now that might be something. Now that might be worth something. Let me look at that. Let me look at that. I'm trying to see what her daddy name is. Remy Ma. The BX Savior. Jesus Christ is what her name she goes by. Personal life. Shimale. They don't even get into that. Reminiscence. Is that what Trina's dad said? They don't even got Remy's parents on here. And this on the Wikipedia. Life and career. Hold on, I'm lying. Younger brothers and sisters, young age. This is the stuff I need to be doing on y'all got to subscribe so y'all can get the goods like this. Mackie was born. They don't talk about her parents. I think she black. See, that's the thing about Dominicans. Dominicans look black. My cousin always told me I look like a Dominican, especially Harry, whatever. Dominicans be black. Cubans could look white. Wikipedia ain't credible, but you know it's the first place I like to go, and I like to build off of that because at the very least, it's on track. Boom, Juju, exactly. Look at what you call it. She the one. She the one that blew my mind when I was younger. Foxy Brown, Philippine. Kim and Nikki from the islands. What other? Cardi B, Puerto Rican. Queen Latifah, she black. UNITY. Trinidadian. No. Is it Trinidadian? Tyson Beckford is half Japanese. She's Trinidadian and Philippine. Her mother is from somebody from the Philippines, that hair. Let me look this up and confirm, because I was wrong about the Belafonte. But I don't think I'm wrong about that. Let me see. MC Light Black. Okay, so I'm sure she black. MC Light, the Brat, and Queen Latifah, all in the same type of era for me. So they didn't did away with that. What would be the Brat would be the newest generation to those girls, and then after that, we got Little Kim. Wow, am I right? Japanese Jamaican. Little Kim and Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown 44. The City Girls definitely count as rappers, and I think JT is from the islands. I have to confirm that. Oh yeah, her mother, Chinese, Philippine. They said her, and what did they say? How? Mixed Afro-Trinidadian and Indo-Trinidadian is what they said about Foxy Brown. I want to say JT from down the way, and down the way. JT City Girls. She looked like it, and they from Miami. They could both be Cuban. And I don't want them both. City Girls come as a unit, honey, in all that they do. Carisha Black. Carisha Black. Yeah, Cuba is very dark skin. I probably never saw Remy's mom, I'm gonna be completely honest. MC Light, yeah, MC Light is black. Personal lives. You know, who the hell is John Tavia? Put me on. I'm sure it's probably somebody I know. That name is something. At 17, the City Girls was performing in strip clubs, nightclubs, and block parties. Oh, John Tavia. Look at me. I'm sitting there looking at the stuff. Ain't nobody said nothing about a John Tavia yet. It's just the City Girls, the Young Miami, and JT. Personal lives, family, Young Miami. Well, Young Miami's mother, she looked like Nicki Minaj's mother. They both look just like their mothers. No? And Nicki Minaj's mother from the islands, no? They don't go far back in nothing. They barely say JT's real name on Wikipedia. I just wanted to get a one and done. A one and done, and that's all. That's all I have. But yeah, I just feel like none of them was like full black, like this girl from Southside Chicago. Like like Babs. Babs from Brooklyn. Well, she probably fucking Trinidadian, Jamaican, Ghana, and some shit. Why they just can't be black? Black in the American sense. Am I gonna drink the whole thing? Apparently, I like the Poland Springs water. But I'm also rap tap tapping Anthony Bass for making the band. making the band. There we go. Jatavia Shakara Johnson. No, that's the thing. Quite literally, 90% of black people in New York are not. I mean, what is black? But they from the islands or something, or Africa. With lime, I do got some lemon. I wanted to slip some. I don't refrigerate my water. I put it next to the fridge. But if I put cucumbers in it, is it gonna spoil? Do it gotta be refrigerated? Because I don't want no cold water. I don't drink my water cold, but I drink my cran apple juice for a reason. Ooh, Lady of Rage. Lady of Rage definitely. Well, I don't know. Let me look up. I write rough and tough. Robin Yvette Allen. See, now that's on black. But even still, she's in the group with the other girls. MC Light and them. And Yo-Yo. She's from Farmville, Virginia. She's from Farmville, Virginia. She's 54 years old. I don't know when Google stopped putting the birthdays in here. It just says about, and it says born, 1968. But also, too, how far did she go in her rap career? None of these girls, of age, respectively, to the era, people like Lady of Rage, Yo-Yo, and stuff like that, even MC Light and the rap, but none of them have had a career like Kim, Nicki, Foxy, even, Eve. You know, none of them have that. And none of them did what Eve did. Settled up and flipped the bag. And maybe that's the damn, what you call it in her? Black was the thing to be, so black is what they had to be. Now it's all about the, at least when it comes to hip hop is New York, and New York is a melting pot. So when they say, oh, she's Trinidadian or she's, Cuban or some shit, they're like, oh shit, yeah, that's sis. Let me go get the album and stuff. That sort of thing. She just can't be from Farmville, Virginia, and make it like Lady of Rage did. She was in this. Oh, the album is Necessary. Did y'all watch the show Necessary Roughness? Instinct takes me to another flow. Exotic is exactly what it is, and exotic is exactly what they want. That's right. And I think it's like black isn't enough. Because if you look at it, you just don't. Dominicans ain't saying they're Cuban. I'm sure they're like, no, we not black either. We Dominican. Cubans definitely ain't. They ain't nothing but Cuban. Maybe they white. Eve is the blueprint. It depends on what you want. But because Kim could be the blueprint too. Kim, I could have a wheel of lovers. That sort of thing. But they not, like I said, Farmville, Virginia, where your dad and his ancestors and stuff been in America and stuff like that. Not just your dad came over, I caught him on a vacation, that sort of thing. Which is how or your mother, a lot of these new rappers, female rappers, have come into our environment and our ears and things. Eve for sure, but that's got to be that Arabic in her to be with that white man. after being with Stevie J. Not immediately after, but she was, you know, from Stevie J to that is quite the transition. And now she don't got to do much of nothing. Even when she was on the talk, I was like, oh, this is just something she feel like doing. But I think she was on the talk, and then she did other things. Or she did something to let us know, you know, I'm back in town. And then she got on the talk, and then she got pregnant. Because that baby, she just had the baby this year. Yeah, so yeah, then she got pregnant. As a foreigner myself, yeah. Rashida definitely counts. She's from Atlanta, right? I mean, I haven't got a good ethnic description from anybody yet. They done switched up. I told you I've been on this internet, this Googler too much, and they probably didn't change my shit up. They just say she's an American rapper. Obviously, they don't have no father listed. Her mother's name is Shirlene Harvell. She got a birthday here. Yeah, they said she's from Decatur. That's where Portia's from. Bray, did you see my video? They cut everybody related. The biggest, I don't even know which one surprised me the most. Probably no, because I don't even know which relationship surprised me the most. But people are just out here related, and it's like sometimes they don't even tell you that, you know, you don't even know until it becomes a thing. Let's tell people Saweetie is related to Gabrielle Union, amongst all, because we're not going to talk about the trans kid they raised, and we're going to talk about how Saweetie is this, and then Saweetie's ex-boyfriend's man dies, and then there's a problem with Gabrielle's husband's wife and their kid, and then Saweetie drops an album and nobody cares, and all the while Gabrielle just be out taking pictures, just aloof, and that just is annoying to me too. Gabrielle, nothing more. I'll be trying make it make sense, but I said Gabrielle gonna keep working because that's she in these white environments. You could just tell by the way Gabrielle talked that she was conditioned. Who was I looking at? Oh, that was Rashida. Obviously, Spice is from down the way. We ain't heard about. Let me see if there's an update on Spice while I have y'all on the line, because we should have an update about Spice by now, right? Grace. Like Grace Seasonings by her daddy. I don't know what none of Gabrielle's parents look like. So how she wasn't in a coma, but now Urban Islands, when they said this, November 11th, is this the article? Because some of these places, I don't know how they like to do their news, but I hate it. Oh, here we go. Is she? They said Spice is on the mend and got a new song with their longtime collaborator Vibes Cartel. The artist is yet to address concerns fans after a report surfaced that she had suffered a heart attack after getting around to BBL in the Spanish country. The artist was reportedly in a coma and fans have shared their prayers for her recovery. On Sunday evening into Monday morning, Spice popped up on Instagram where she shared support for her friend Lisa Hannah and her son. She also shared the track list for her sophomore album. Y'all know what her sophomore album is called? Diaby is Dominican. I feel like I've heard that too. Y'all not gonna guess what her sophomore album is called. Promoting this album, why should the same reason? I haven't the slightest idea. Same, first thing she promoted since this whole healthcare scam. No, it's not called 10. But it could be. Sophomore album called Emancipated. I wasn't even looking for that, but there it is. And Emancipated. It's all new beginnings. Yeah, no, didn't we just talk about Will Smith and his movie being called Emancipated? Did anybody else catch that, or was I the only one? I don't think anybody else caught that. Emancipation, or whatever it's called. I don't know what Spice got to do with Will Smith, but that's not about what their involvement or their connection. Oh Lord, y'all, what brand? Let me go to Instagram. Let me go to Instagram. So many pictures. Portia just dropping the thing. Why did she even? What is this deal that she had with PJ? Looks so cute. Now this is cute. They don't even look like her. What is this deal she had with People magazine for people to be like, okay, you can put the pictures everywhere as long as our logo's on it? This is silly. That's her 3 dresses right there. Some just be taking pictures of dresses and cakes. They had a beautiful cake. 2 beautiful cakes, actually. And so everybody's like, why didn't they Bravo? And then obviously she's not affiliated with Bravo right now. And if you get Simon Yoruba, Gambadubu Ambi money, 40, 20, 30 million dollars a worth, she ain't worried about Bravo money no more. And especially if Bravo wasn't what it is, what I thought, what came to me was that, sure, Simon has some money. And because Simon got money and I could fund this wedding by myself, no problem. If y'all not going to give me the right number to do this, which Bravo is in no competition to give Portia $1 million. Like they don't really, I don't think they care that much. Especially if she's going to give her pictures to People magazine who probably paid her. I don't know. They paid her $1 million. I don't know what her asking is, but if Bravo didn't meet that, she wasn't trying to be conditional to the standards of the the requirements for the cameras to be there and stuff like that. If she was a part of the Housewives franchise still, absolutely, without a doubt. If she had an interest on being on the Housewives still, absolutely. Miss Diane aging in reverse. Meanwhile, she walking down the aisle with a man who looked like he about 84. The Fleetwood Mac singer just died. People are dying. Okay. What's her name? Christine McVie. Yeah, Miss Diane walking down the aisle with a man 6 years old. She know Portia about to get married. She know Portia about to get married to this African man. She knows she about to have this access and these connections. And even still with Portia getting this recognition and then leveling up and stuff like that, Diane did it. See how Chris Brown did his mother. Kanye's mother was trying to do it. Chris stay under the knife. The women just be trying to be right and tight because they love to be seen everywhere. I'm looking for Spice. I done got caught up in Portia's wedding. Spice. And then I'm getting out of here. Spice Adams. Spice Official. November 9th. And she's been all spiritual and stuff too. She said when you masturbate, you're having sex with the devil. So, I don't know. And then she posted this picture. Hey besties, I'm in a better space today to properly update you on my current health situation. I suffered a damaged hernia a few days ago that sent my body into sepsis. As a result, I was rushed to the hospital for immediate surgery. As you know, I've been off social media for a while to rest mentally, so little did I know that during the medical scare, it was already been said that I had had a heart attack. I was in a coma, and I almost died. Shrugs. But none of that is true. Girl, if your body was in sepsis, you wasn't just sitting in the bed drinking ginger ale. However, I'm still recovering from what really happened, so thanks so much for all the support, all the prayers and concerns. She also didn't acknowledge the BBL, whether that was true or not. And then she takes this picture. I'm gonna show y'all the picture. I'm still recovering from what happened really, so thanks so much for all the prayers and concerns. Please take great care of yourselves. Eat, live, love, laugh. Like it's your last day. All right now, Spice. Not to all the promoters that have confirmed bookings. Not apologizing to the promoters. Sepsis oftentimes can be fatal. I feel like sepsis is more fatal than the damn pneumonia. Had to been. She done accusations about a BBL. For he opens up, talk about thank God for saving my life. This is the picture she used. Spice, if you don't get out of my face, you and your Emancipated album, child. That's what I'm saying. Same thing with the Housewives. They just play in our face, and people are like, "Oh my God, Spice! People lying about Spice. Oh, Spice! I'm praying for her recovery." Child, save it. Please save it. They shooting people on bridges in Atlanta. Nebraska coach arrested for strangulation. My God, today. A PR stunt for show. Mexico requires extradition of alleged suspect involved in murder of Shanquella. Mexico requests extradition of alleged. Shouldn't America be requesting extradition? Oh, they want her back after she came back. So Mexico wants to extradite her. They gonna kill her. Wait, who was beaten in? Oh, hold on. Oh, beaten in a viral video while on vacation. And then they said, like, how you get in a fight and your spinal cord and your neck is, like, what type of fight is that? I done watched many fights down to the train station, down on at the bus station, down on the block, down. I seen a girl beat this girl so bad on the train, honey. She had her in between the window and the rail on the seat, beating her. And then she took her head and slammed it into the train window. It cracked, it spidered the train window. And then she got off the train and said, I hope you get off at the next station. It's the hospital there. I had never, and still have never. So and that girl was all right. You know, she made it. She made it. I think she made it through the day. Shit, you down in Mexico fighting and playing around. She looked, and looking at the video, looked like she didn't care too much to fight at all, and it definitely looked like they had put on, you know, they were putting on for the camera, like, okay, go, that sort of thing. And Shanquella did none the wiser, so she was already on something from then. She wasn't ready to go, her fist wasn't up, she wasn't fighting back. She sustains spinal cord injury and neck problem. She was very thin. She was with 6 friends. I said 5. And it happened at least 24 hours, and within 24 hours of them getting there. At first, the friends told her family that she died from alcohol poisoning. But after her family got a hold of the death certificate, Robinson's injuries told a different story. That's not the death certificate. That would be the medical examiner's report. Because the death certificate would just say, well, I guess it would say she died or from the medical examiner's report, whatever. I need to talk to the medical examiner, period. According to WB-TV, not the WB, which obtained a copy of Robinson's death certificate, Robinson's, which they should not have, how they do that, but I guess that's journalism at its best. Robinson's cause of death was listed as severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. Hold the line on atlas luxation. Atlas luxation. Girl, Google don't even know what to spell. A cliff location. Atlas. I've never. That must be a typo. I've never heard of that. Atlas. And I went to medical exam. I went to school to be a medical administrator. Atlas lux. Let me see what she say when I say it right. Atlas luxation. There we go. Is a condition in which instability or excessive movement is presented between the first 2 vertebrae within the neck. Not common in dogs. Well, that would make sense. Jesus Christ, Nataj. That would make sense. I'm going to say it again. In a condition in which instability or excessive movement is presented between the first 2 vertebrae within the neck. So that would make sense. Well, people, yeah. So there we go. And look at this. This is who said it. VCA Animal Hospitals. They the first one to say it. Veterinary neurology. I love when information connects like that. I just love that. That just does something to my spirit. So now they talk about her like a dog. When the footage surfaced of Robinson being assaulted by the other woman, accusations and calls for action flooded social media. Eventually, the FBI announced an investigation into the case, and on Wednesday, November 23rd, an arrest warrant was issued for the death of the 25-year-old. Unfortunately, officials have not identified the suspect. I don't know how they don't know when they all flew to Mexico. However, both U.S. and Mexican officials have confirmed that the suspect is an American citizen currently in the U.S. Obviously, this case is fully clarified. We even have a court order. There is an arrest warrant issued for the crime of the femicide to the detriment of the victim and against an alleged perpetrator, a friend of her who is the direct aggressor. Daniel De La Rosa, local prosecutor for the state of Baja California Sur, said, "Actually, it wasn't a quarrel, but instead a direct aggression." Why did they beat that girl like that? What was the reason? What was the cause? And when did Fantasia join the sorority that, and I guess she couldn't talk about it, that Nikki Gilbert is in? Who else do I know in this picture? Probably Nikki Gilbert, probably the biggest one. They had her right in the front. Who's that lady back there that don't want to be in the picture? We lost Fantasia a while ago, but that was my girl. Only person I know in this picture by face is Nikki Gilbert. Sisterhood. Danny Masterson. The game been trying to reinvent himself for months, for years. Oh God. TJ Holmes. Did y'all just say this? Amy Robach and TJ Holmes. Did somebody say that earlier? Oh, Fantasia. Oh, I'm getting out of here in 7 minutes. You know, she just ain't the same American Idol queen that we stand for many years. And I just looked at this Amy Robach girl when she said Zoe Saldana when she was on the show. What are they even doing together? Anyways, I don't know what they do. You know how I said I try to picture people having sex? How they having it, I'm not sure. But do they want people to watch Good Morning America? Probably. Yeah, Fantasia. And then when she married that man, but it all started when she got charged with the alienation of affection law because she was dating her baby father, who was still engaged or still married to his first wife. What does this mean? The TikTok influencer, the chicken salad girl. I mean, now she's on the baller alert. TikTok influencer Nish Godfrey, famous for chicken salad video, claims Google offered $500 to purchase her sound. That's it. And she talked with the gays. You know, I'm not catty enough to talk to the people. I'm gonna try to wonder why. But she didn't chat with the gays and sat with the talk to things. Went viral after a video promoting a salad at her local deli gained popularity and views. Now Godfrey is being offered deals with corporations and is calling on Google for offering $500 to buy her viral sound. For her to get up there and talk about, to have that type of conversation, just let me tell y'all this, when somebody do offer me something, y'all not gonna know about it, y'all just gonna see what I did. But, and that's just the truth. I talk a lot, but I know how to shut up too. And if she out here talking about Google, and I wouldn't want to be used. But if she out here talking about Google offering 500, which I don't think Google wouldn't have been open to negotiating. If you went into negotiations with Google, you couldn't talk about that either. So you never went back and forth. Google definitely got more than $500 to give you for a damn sound. Google pay people at work at Google walk out of there more than that a week, a day. So now, now she got this drama around her, just as much as the damn drama I just said about Fantasia and that man and that woman. She just can't go make her salads at the damn, But that's the thing, if she about to be Weight Watchers, I'm sure paid her at least 50. At least. I mean, you sitting there complaining about Google's 500, girl. I wouldn't even be talking. Weight Watchers that paid me. I'm about to be, affiliated with the same company Oprah is, and you don't talk about Google and $500. So things just don't be authentic. And I'm gonna go talk to the gays at TikTok about it. What was this? Lord Jesus. Prince William and his black godmother. And I just don't have time. I don't have the time for it. I used to be one. Oh, what a ride, what a run. What a ride, what a run. I definitely need to eat me something. I'm lightly starved. Al was rushed back to the hospital after being released. It's gonna be Al. Somebody gonna die at the end of the year, like Rose, like Rose did last year. Virgil died around this time last year. So did Malcolm X's daughter. In a couple weeks, in a week or so, it'll be a year after Jacqueline Avant died. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. But like I said, the people are dying, okay? That lady from the place I just said, I don't even know who that lady is, but I know the band she was in. And now they going back and forth with Al. Meanwhile, there's interracial PDA going on at the same place. I don't know, you guys. But this is what they're giving us, and this is where we are with what we have. This is where we are, and this is Jackie, a huge name, okay? So it was no small thing that she ended up getting killed by an intruder in her home and from the 70s.